Well, last night's Grammy Awards were a true fashion feast that brought out the biggest and brightest stars in music and beyond.
All right, so let's go over the triumphs, the misses, and the so-so sartorial choices. Joining us this morning, our fashion expert, Susie Wall, and the one and only Jully Black. Good to see you both. Let's, yes. Let's dive right in. We got a bunch of categories, all inspired by last night's nominated and winning songs and albums. First up, we're going with the anti-heroes. Of course, this is a category inspired by Taylor Swift. Susie, who were the fashion rebels of the night?
We love a good rebel last night, right? And we saw a lot of them. I thought it was an amazing Grammys, beginning with Miley Cyrus. What is not to love from this sweet thing? She was a big winner last night. She arrived in Maison Margiela, totally safety pinned from head to toe. I loved the massive hair, the split toe heel. Billie Eilish in her chrome hearts, sort of satin reworked Barbie bomber jacket, doing Billie Eilish. And then on the far right, we've got Doja Cat, very scandalous. She's kind of become our new Lady Gaga, right? We're always expecting some shock value from her, wearing a very revealing sort of sheer bustier-style dress, exposed laces. Never boring from Doja. So for me, Miley was a triumph. Billie was doing Billie, so I'm going to give her a triumph. And Doja was a so-so because it was a little too scandalous, I think, for the red carpet. Jeff, Kara, are you with me?
I am with you, and I'm going to highlight my girl Miley and just say she was a triumph from beginning to end. She did many changes throughout the evening, and all of them were winners.
I'm with you on that. Triumph, absolutely, for Miley Cyrus. The hair, too. Wow.
She heard Susie a week ago saying mob wife was in, and she went with it.
Yes, she was so mob wife. You absolutely did. And let's not forget, these were Miley's first 2 Grammys ever, and she even sang that into her Flowers performance. Julie, what did you think?
I'm split here. I think Miley was triumphant sometimes. I think seemed like she was paying tribute to Tina Turner-ish. But she might have needed to add a couple more wefts to the weave, just a little bit. But I think she was all right. Doja Cat. Are we going to Doja right now?
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
It's a miss for me. It's a miss for me with that outfit. I mean, I love her songs, and maybe if she sang the outfit, it might have been a little something. But Billie's always a triumph for me. I think Billie's comfortable in her skin and in anything that she wears. I just love her vibes, and she's consistent.
Okay, let's head to our next category, inspired by Miley Cyrus, the single Flowers. Who are we giving our long overdue congratulatory flowers to, Suze?
You got it. Beginning with Kylie Minogue. Woman is 55. This is her first Grammy in 20 years, showing up like a disco inferno. Red Dolce & Gabbana, the satin laces. I loved how they styled her with that cape behind the shoulders. She's very petite. In the middle, Meryl Streep arriving late as Meryl can with her son-in-law, Mark Ronson, of course, the big producer for the Barbie album. A lot of people don't know that Mark is married to Meryl's daughter, Grace. I thought she looked elegant. So iconic. Tracy Chapman just broke my heart up there. Just a singer-songwriter with a guitar and some dark denim and a sparkly blouse. The dimples. A lot of people don't know that Fast Car, her version, the original, rose to #1 on iTunes finally last night after that epic performance with Luke Combs. We just adore her. And then the far right, the icon of the night, Joni Mitchell, the brocade, the beret, the braids. She was just Joni doing Joni. All 4 of these amazing people for me are a triumph. How about you guys?
I will never say anything against any of these legends, so that's a triumph. It's triumph across the board.
So true. Yeah, I'm with you on that, particularly Meryl's entrance right in the middle of Trevor Noah's monologue was so good, so great. Julie, how about you?
It's unanimous. It is unanimous. I'm loving the Renaissance. I'm loving that it's kind of like schooling the youngins. This is who came before. This is who's here now. This is who's going to be here after. And I just love it. Outfits, yes. Fashion, yes. But how about longevity? Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, excuse me. Let's go on to our next category, which is SOS, inspired, of course, by SZA. Who should be sending Susie an SOS to their stylist?
Well, these were all amazing, performers. They all, have their own cool vibe going on. This was just the category where I thought, you know what, maybe we could have taken it in a different direction. Let's get right to our boards, beginning with Lana Del Rey, the epic Lana. I would have loved to see her in something more Grammy-esque. She felt a little funereal for me. The fringed bangs, the darker hair, her hair curled towards her face really hides what is a beautiful face. Ice Spice for me, Y2K Baby, giving us vibes of the AMAs with Justin and Britney all those years ago, 2001. She was in Baby Fat. Again, that's a Renaissance move. I like the old school call out. Don't love if I'm wondering if that's faux fur or not. Maybe not really Grammy red carpet-esque. And then Leve in the floor-length polka dot Chanel, the bib style. I just would have loved to see her in something more Grammy appropriate. This felt to me like a tea or a lunch outfit. And then the far right, of course, Lauren Daigle, country girl, beautiful girl, but we didn't get to really see her face because we were so distracted by the hair and the embroidery. So those are all so-sos for me and misses. Sorry.
Yeah.
How about you?
I would agree. I would agree with all of that.
Yeah. Jules? Your thoughts?
Same. It's all. I'm giving it a so-so because at least they put it on and they stepped on the carpet. So you know what? The outfits were so-so, and the stylist may have to be a little bit of no-no.
Okay. So to our latest category, the Grammys, of course, meant a lot of bold choices. In our next category, the guts category, as in it took a lot of guts to pull that look off, inspired by Olivia Rodrigo's album of the same name. All right, Susie, show us what took a lot of guts.
Well, I want to come in with some of the guys on this one because we saw an amazing, sort of men of style turnout at last night's Grammys. Let's get right to our photos, beginning with John Legend. Who knew? Just like last week on What to Wear Wednesdays, we were talking about feminine stylings coming into menswear. We see that with this bow blouse from John, the satin, the heel on his shoe. He looked cool next to Chrissy Teigen. Next, Summer Walker, My Fair Lady, sort of a moment. The bridal blogs were going crazy when they saw this sort of ethereal, super fun outfit, hopefully not near any flames. And then Coi Leray in the middle. People are saying, where are her pants? This is a very diverse artist, nominated Best Pop and Best Rap categories. Very Moulin Rouge. I love the pixie cut, the drop earrings, and that feathery bright overcoat. Jean-Baptiste has been killing it on the red carpet so far this season. Very exciting guy to watch. The high collar, the Versace kilt over the pants for me. He was calling it a intergalactic mashup. So I'm giving props to all four of these cats. What do you guys say?
Yeah, without a doubt. Triumph with a capital T all the way around.
I think so too. I mean, some of it's a little outrageous. The hat's a little extra, but I expect this from the Grammys.
The Grammys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I kind of want that. And I agree with you, Susie. I think Jonna is just killing it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Julie, how about you?
Yeah, full triumph, I'm loving it, loving the black excellence, loving the boldness, loving the smiles, loving, hey, we're in this room, we're supposed to be here, give us a seat at the table. It's a triumph. Let's go.
All right. Well, let's continue to give some love to John Baptiste because our next category is inspired by worship. All right. So whose fashion choices are we bowing down to here, Susie?
You guys, we have to come in with Taylor Swift. What a big night. So much buzz on the internet about her supposed snub with Celine Dion, presenting her, of course, Midnight's Album of the Year, making history. 4 times Album of the Year. She's wearing Schiaparelli. We've got that exaggerated hip, the red lip, the clock set to 3:15 on her neck, wondering maybe something different is happening with her March 15th. Who knows? But Taylor was definitely one of the biggest, most chatted about women of the night. Next, we go right into Janelle Monáe. She is an absolute queen for me. I thought she looked fantastic. Armani Privé, classic, the rosette detailing. Dua Lipa, the low neckline, the really low cutouts, which is something new for us to see on the carpet. And then Lenny Kravitz, you guys know I always come to Lenny in Rick Owens, giving a Chrome Hearts call out. He's wearing the vintage Dior Pit Vipers. I'm going to say it again, man is 59 years old. Look at that torso, huh? For me, these are all triumphs.
Wow.
All right, for me, Taylor was the only miss in that group. Everyone else was a triumph.
Wow.
You know what? That was a great photo grab right there. But on the carpet, I didn't like the black gloves with the white dress. I didn't like the hair. I didn't think the hair and the braids suited the dress. So for me, that was a miss. But everyone else in that category was definitely a triumph.
Yes, and I want to underscore there on the far right, Lenny Kravitz. Does he ever have an uncool moment, Julie?
No.
I don't think we've ever seen Lenny Kravitz not be cool.
Listen, it's triumphant for all. The black shoes, I'm with you, Carolyn, as far as Taylor's shoes. But that dress, I could get married in that dress. Hello. And Lenny, we could grate her coconut on those abs.
I'll volunteer. Oh, gosh. Okay, finally, our last category. Sorry, I was lost in thought just thinking of that. Our last category, who had a great big fashion moment announcing to the world that they are one to watch in the years ahead. This inspo is Jon Baptiste's nominated Song of the Year, Butterfly. So who busted out of their fashion cocoon, Susie?
Well, you know what, Julie talking about bridal vibes, let's get right to Olivia Rodrigo, because again, those bridal blogs were buzzing with this look from her. She was wearing vintage Versace, which we actually talked about last week on What to Wear Wednesdays from that campaign with Linda Evangelista back in the 90s. Literally, Linda walked in this gown all those years ago. Sapphire studs, just gorgeous column gown. In the middle, Lainey Wilson giving some Johnny Cash vibes. Carla Welch, her stylist, to me is one of the greatest American stylists ever. Stacks of chains, that old school country, those bell bottoms, but we really see an elevated version of her in black and gold on the carpet. And then SZA running onto stage to accept her award. She was on her phone wearing sheer, sparkling, the draping. I just love her energy. The performance was fantastic. And then Fantasia Barrino really showing that she has grown up. The performance off the charts, the thigh-high slit, the matching gloves, that oversized lip ring. So she was equal parts fashion and elegance for me. All four of these singer-songwriters were total triumphs.
Total triumphs. Could not agree more. That may be my favorite board, my favorite collection of the evening. SZA takes actually my favorite dress of the night.
Yeah, she was great. And I want to mention Fantasia as well because she was so good paying tribute to Tina Turner as well. An amazing night. So, Julie, last word to you on this.
Absolutely to triumph for everyone. And I have to say, Fantasia, everywhere she is these days, is triumphant. Her fashion has been next level. Talk about growing up and talk about being comfortable in who she is. Shout outs, because she was a rose in the concrete, man. She's just like, that's my girl. So shout outs, yes. All
right, and a shout out to the one, the only Jully Black and Susie Wall. Thank you so much for this. Really appreciate it this morning. Thank you for another triumph.
Yes.
Wrapping up the fashion of the Grammys for us.
Great to be with you guys. Thanks. Bye, Julie.
Bye, Susie. I miss you, girl.